Imagine two men who are so wealthy that they can buy anything in the world, who have got more money than anyone else in the world, and who have influenced the course of history with their wealth. Who are these two men and how did they become so wealthy? One of them is alive today and you most probably know him. He is none other than Elon Musk, the most famous entrepreneur and CEO of some of the most famous companies in the world like SpaceX, Tesla, X, etc. The other one lived almost 700 years ago and you might not have heard much about him. He is Mansa Musa. He was the ruler of the Mali Empire of West Africa in the 14th century. And he is believed to be the richest person who have ever lived. Wouldn't it be interesting to have a versus between these two richest? The richest versus richest. Oh my god, I'm already so excited for this battle. Let's find out who wins this. Welcome to the ultimate showdown of the richest man in history.
Ibrar.
Hey guys, it's your boy Ibrar back with another video to add some more value into life, and in this video we will cover the big epic versus battle between Mansa Musa and Elon Musk. So before we begin with the video, I would like to give you some context of Mansa Musa and also of Elon Musk so that this video becomes somehow more comprehensive and you can comprehend more from what we're going to discuss in a while. Okay, we're going to do a hardcore comparison between Mansa Musa and Elon Musk. I guarantee you that this video is going to be really interesting, so don't skip even for a moment, right? So let's just get started with the context of Mansa Musa. So he was born in 1280 in the Mali Empire, which covered parts of modern-day Mali, Senegal, Nigeria, and other African countries. He became the king of Mali in 1312 after his brother Abu Bakr II disappeared on an expedition to explore the Atlantic Ocean. Mansa Musa inherited a kingdom that was already much wealthy and powerful. It was because of the great salt and gold trade of West Africa. He made it more stronger and richer by expanding borders, promoting trade, and fostering Islamic culture and learning. Mansa Musa was a devout Muslim, and in 1324, he decided to go on Hajj, the holy pilgrimage of Muslims to Mecca. This journey was no ordinary. It was a spectacular display of his wealth and generosity. He traveled with a huge caravan of 60,000 people. It consisted of 12,000 slaves and hundreds of camels and elephants, which carried huge pounds of gold. Total, the approx would be around 25 tons. If valued today, it would be around 1.2 billion US dollars.
That's too much.
He gave away gold and gifts to everyone he met along the way, and this caused a serious devaluation and deflation of the prices of gold. And an interesting fact is that he, when crossed Cairo, which is the capital of Egypt, right? So what happened is that he distributed so much of his gold that it caused an economic collapse for almost 200 years, right? For 2 centuries.
It's insane, man.
When he returned back from Hajj, he continued to rule until his death in 1337, focusing more on the development of education, trade, and religion. Alright, so now is the time to provide you with some context regarding Elon Musk. I know that you guys already know much about him, so it's gonna be really short and brief. So he was born in 1971, which means he's roughly 53 years now, and he was deeply interested in the field of computers and entrepreneurship from a young age. He studied physics and economics at the University of Pennsylvania. He also started doing his PhD at the Stanford University, but however, he dropped out to start his own business. Now we all know who Elon Musk is and his whole series of entrepreneurship and how successful he has been as an innovator and also as an entrepreneur, right? So we all are witness to it. So with all this, let's just jump onto the main highlight section of this video, which is the epic battle between Mansa Musa and Elon Musk. Mansa Musa and Elon Musk are both incredible men who have achieved tremendous wealth and influence in their respective time and place. So we're going to use a combination of material and immaterial factors to figure out who wins this battle. So without further ado, let's jump right in. On the left, I will highlight all the factors that we'll use to measure who wins this battle. Right, we'll be grading the point on the scale of 1 or 0. 1 meaning they achieve the full marks and 0 being you achieve nothing. Alright, so the first parameter that we have is net worth. Mansa Musa had a net worth of around $400 billion and Elon Musk has $270 billion, which clearly means that Mansa Musa gets a point here. The next parameter that we use is income. So as per my research, Mansa Musa had an annual income of $12 billion, while Elon Musk roughly earns $6 billion a year. So here again, Mansa Musa gets a point. The third factor that we use is assets. If we talk about Mansa Musa, he definitely owns some great lands and resources, no doubt, but then most of his lands were deserts, while the assets that he owned, the resources like salt or gold, we cannot consider them as very liquid assets, and therefore, this aren't really of that great value. Now, when we talk about Elon Musk, he has his real estates in US and Australia, which are a great location, and he also invests in stocks and equities, which are very liquid assets. So here we give a point to Elon Musk. The next factor that we look out is the contribution to modernization, which would just mean that, how significant were they contributing to the advancement of the society. So Mansa Musa definitely builds some of the great architectural works, and also he constructed the universities and also contributed to the educational and spiritual growth of his entire empire. But then, if we talk about Elon Musk, he has greatly developed in the field of space exploration, artificial intelligence, digital payments, etc. So all of these advancements, if we can compare both of them, Elon Musk gets a point here because of level of development that he has contributed. The fifth on our list is philanthropy. Mansa Musa, as we know from history, was very charitable, and also the story that I narrated to you regarding his Hajj proves us that he was much philanthropical as he gave out more of his wealth. And also he was a Muslim, so being a Muslim, he had to pay the obligatory zakat, which would be 2.5% of his wealth. So if we consider $400 billion to be his net worth, or the total wealth that he accumulated, so on that, even if he had to pay the 2.5% of it, it would be $10 billion, which would mean every year he had to pay $10 billion anyway in causes of charity and good works. On the other side of the scale, we have Elon Musk, who is again very philanthropical, but at the same time, on comparing the scales of charity and philanthropy, Mansa Musa can never be beaten. So here we get a point for Mansa Musa. The next parameter that we look at is education. Mansa Musa was illiterate, but even being illiterate, he greatly valued education and learning. Therefore, he also established the University of Timbuktu, which also exists now and has become one of his great signs of the Mali Empire. Next, when we talk about Elon Musk, he is literate since he also completed his studies in physics and economics, and also he was to pursue his PhD, which he took a drop, but anyways, this makes him a literate. So 1 point goes out to Elon Musk in this regard. The next parameter that we use to compare between Mansa Musa and Elon Musk is religion. So Mansa Musa here gets a clear point because he was a devout Muslim. He tried to live his life as best as he can as per the Islamic laws and trying to be a good Muslim.
Alhamdulillah, God gave me everything. Alhamdulillah.
So even without comparing with Elon Musk, we would give here a point to Mansa Musa. So also, if we talk about Elon Musk, he defines himself like, as per our research, we couldn't really find a static belief regarding him. So we would just conclude that his beliefs are undefined or agnostic. Spiritual power is a great strength, I believe, and therefore we have considered this factor. So with this, we gave a 1 point to Mansa Musa. Next, let's compare both on the basis of their personality. So when you talk about Mansa Musa, he was greatly humble even when he was the king. He was an emperor and also the richest person of his time. Even then, he was truly very humble person. And when you talk about Elon Musk, right? So there were times when he has been controversial, and he is extremely confident and ambitious, which makes him quite outspoken, right? So on this regard, we would give 1 point to Mansa Musa. Next on the list, we have innovation, right? So Mansa Musa did contribute significantly to his empire's innovation, like introducing new tax laws, establishment of universities, and bringing all these new architectural forms. But then when we talk about Elon Musk, his contribution in the field of innovation has been really significant, right? So we have witnessed this ourselves, like how his smart moves, especially in companies like in PayPal or in SpaceX and Tesla. Those have been phenomenal. So here a clear point goes to Elon Musk. So the last parameter that we'll use for today's comparison is lifestyle. Mansa Musa lived a very lavish life with extravagant display of his wealth and his palace and attires. While if we talk about Elon Musk, he lives a very simple life, wearing casual clothes and no boastful display of his immense wealth. So here we would give another point to Elon Musk. With that, now let's move on to the final scores. Totaling the scores, you get to see that both do equally well and both get tied up at 5-5. So I'll leave it up on you to pick the winner.
That's smart, John. Very smart.
In my opinion, Mansa Musa clearly stands out in the most significant parameters, but Elon does well in the other parameters which can't be ignored. I picked both material and immaterial parameters just to make it as fair as possible. So if you like this video, then please support me by just hitting the like button, subscribing to the channel, and just commenting down so that it helps the algorithm, and also it gives me a moral boost to create more such videos like this. Also, if you check out the description, I have a free gift for you, and it's available to all my viewers, whoever is viewing it. Irrespective of you're subscribing or not, I recommend you please subscribe. But even if you don't, you get to access that free gift. It's right there in the description. Go ahead, check that out. I know you're gonna love it. And if you want to see more such videos, do let me know in the comment section. And by the time, do comment down who is the winner of this versus battle. Till then, I'll see you in some other video. Take care and bye-bye.